Hello, YouTube, it's your boy, the Crazy Trader, and I'm here again with your favorite stock review. Like I always say, it's get money, don't make no money, and you always gotta risk it to get the biscuit. The market did what the market did today. I'm down 1.3%. 1,500. I always say I don't even mind when this the 1.2%, 1.3%. I don't care about it. All right. At the end of the year, I'm gonna see where I'm at. That's the most important thing for me. What I end up with the year, and the market is going sideways, even in the midst of war. My portfolio is going sideways. So I like it. There hasn't been a very steep drop or anything. The sideways motion is good for me. When the market takes off, I know my portfolio is going to do really good. But not to, you know, waste your time. I'm going to dive right in because I want to talk about RVI, which is the Robinhood, venture fund that they had investing in private companies, right? So Robin, if you're new here, I have a video about this RVR fund that Robinhood had and the companies that they invested in. I'm not going to go back and list all the companies. I can give you a brief overview of what companies they're investing in, but I'm not. You can actually go onto Robinhood, open it up, open the fund up, and there's a ton of information on the fund and what they are investing in. So I don't want to be doing that again. Okay, it's this is not a lazy man's world. You can just do it easily, but I'm just going to throw a brief spotlight on it. Today the fund has been trading at a loss. Honestly, I've been trading at a loss for it was about 23 to $22, a few weeks ago, and right now we are into the positive. You should know this IPO at $25 per share, so we are in the positive. I don't know what triggered it. I kind of want to believe that I know what triggered it, but I'll go into it right away. I'm up 1.79%, which is pretty good for a fund that was at a loss. So that's pretty good. I'm hoping it goes up a little bit more. I think it would because it's a great fund. All I want is one company to IPO and see how that turns out. Okay, so these are the companies that they are invested in. Databricks, Revolut, Mecor, Airwallex, Boom Supersonic, Aura, Ramp, and they have a cash equivalent of 19.78% of the fund. I think the fund is about $670 million or $700 million. Okay, so they initially targeted $1 billion, but I don't think they made that. They had about $700 million. I'm just rounding that figure up. Okay, and there's new investments coming up, which is 11 Labs and Stripes. And I love Stripe so much because Stripe. So let me tell you a quick story about Stripe. Stripe wanted to buy Airwallex at a point in time when Airwallex was growing, but Airwallex refused the offer, and then they went on to also become a huge private company, which is pretty good. They almost do the same thing. They're all in um, the fintech industry, so it's pretty good. But I think Stripe is the biggest company that they've invested in. I want to believe so because Stripe is so huge. This is the valuation of Stripe as at today. The valuation as of March 24, 2026 is $159 billion. That's the valuation of Stripe. I don't It will tell you how much they've raised. So Stripe has raised a total of $8.7 billion over 12 funded rounds since its initial seed in 2012. So for a company that is rated at 59 billion, it has only raised $8.7 billion. I want to imagine how their initial fundraisers, those who contributed to this $8.7 billion. I want to know how much you're making now that a company is worth $159 billion. That's the valuation. Remember, they still are a private company. They haven't IPO yet. I want to believe if they're going to IPO, they are going to IPO around 200 to 200 billion or 250 billion dollars. So the initial investors are going to make a good money. When it comes to that. So Robinhood has agreed to put some money into Stripe and then 11 Labs. So these are all great companies. 11 Labs, I think, is also a tech company. Great company. Um, they are doing really good. I don't want to go too much into all these because we've done this already, and then you can easily Google these companies, and they're going to give you a good review of what they have going on. So 11 Labs and Stripes have been added to the Robinhood Venture. Let me go back to it. 11 Labs and Stripe has been added to the Robinhood Ventures Fund. So I want to believe that is what is triggering this stock to go up a little bit. It's still very early to be into it. If you didn't buy the IPO and you didn't buy it when it went down, it's still very early. This is still IPO price, honestly. This is $25. 40 cents. This is still IPO at $25. So this is still IPO price. Be advised, all these companies that they are investing in, all these companies are still private. These are private companies. So they haven't IPO'd yet. And then when they IPO, I think they're gonna do really, really good. Okay. When they IPO, at least three or four of them for sure. I know. I know Airwallex, Stripe, 11 Labs, all these are going to do really good. Aura, I know the company. I don't know how, how well it's gonna do, unless maybe they add some medical stuff to it. Maybe yes, that will also do great. So these private companies I think will do great, and we are just waiting for the IPOs. I just want three of them to IPO and see how it turns out. That's why I'm invested into this company. So for full disclosure, I have 150 shares of this, this fund. 150 shares. That's 3% of my 3.6% of my portfolio, and I'm up $62, which is pretty good, pretty good. So not to waste too much of your time. I hope you have a great day and stay blessed. Peace.